There we go. There is so much streaming going on, not only in our house, but on our internet line through CenturyLink, that sometimes it has a really hard time connecting and staying connected. So today is Ask Carey number 9. And instead of reading something from what a student sent me, I'm going to tell you about my shitty day yesterday. Shitty day number 597 since January, since I had my last surgery. So I had an interview yesterday afternoon, and it was an online interview, a Zoom call, and I felt awful, like the bad kind of awful. And I did the best that I could. I was a little quiet, not quite as energetic as I usually am on any conversation that I have. But my husband was home yesterday, and it's been a really, really long time since he has been with me that many hours straight throughout the day, and see me go from perfectly fine in the morning to just absolutely crashing in the afternoon. And he was in and out, going to the farm and going in for conference calls on Zoom as well. And 3 times he come out and he looked at me. I could just hear his voice change every single time. He's like, "You're not doing okay." And I'm like, "No, I'm not doing okay." So I did everything absolutely possible yesterday to make sure that my body would recover for today, because today I have nothing on the books business wise. So I am doing home projects. But during my interview yesterday afternoon, she said, I was looking at your website and everything that your journey has encompassed. And she asked about surgeries. And I said, well, this is my 13th surgery that I just recovered from in January. And it's all 13 of those surgeries are from my car crash. And she explained that she had a surgery not too long ago. And the amount of time and energy it takes to get back to feeling like your old self after surgery is astounding. And every time you have surgery, it gets that much worse to recover from. And she asked me, she's like, so how do you fight the roller coaster after surgery? Because if you've had any kind of major surgery, there's this physical and emotional roller coaster that you go through. It's like once you come out of the anesthesia, and it takes forever for that anesthesia to come out of your body because it's just so toxic, and it makes your body feel heavy is the word that I use. And then if you were on narcotics for a certain amount of time to alleviate that surgery pain, once you come off those narcotics, it's the roller coaster just keeps going down. And she's like, well, how do you navigate that roller coaster and bring yourself out the other side? Because along with all of that downward spiral causes a certain amount of depression, and it depends where you're at in your life. For me, how many surgeries I had in a row, that how low, I guess, that depression went. And for me, like my first few surgeries, like I was so out of it. I remember not feeling good, but I was so far gone mentally. I wouldn't even get the effects of the anesthesia out of me before I would have another surgery. And then it's narcotics. So those times are kind of just like a blur. But like the last 9 surgeries, I had enough time in between to recover from, maybe not even 9, maybe only like 6 or 7. But I know my roller coaster takes the exact same path every single time I have a surgery, or if I have a week, like starting from 4 days on, if I have pain that I cannot get a hold of, I start that roller coaster over again. So I know exactly what is happening. I know where it's going to go, and I know how to get myself out of it because I've had to do it so many times. And I think the first thing that I would say is recognize where you are on that roller coaster. Surgery is hard. Depression is hard. And the first thing you have to do is recognize this is what's going on. This is where I'm at. Okay, I got it. I know I'm probably going to go down. So I need to do some self talk, some good, positive self talk, and take me out of that negative world. I know where I need to go. If I can just stay here instead of spiraling downward again until things start to ease up, I know I can get back out. But the thing with that is having the mindset up here to be able to do that. If you don't have someone at home like I do to be a coach and help you in the moments where you just need to like get something out, you have to be your own best motivator. And I try not to put that all on my husband. I don't want him to bear that all the time. I do pretty well, right now. But there was many years where I did not do well. So I had to talk to myself and figure out where I was in my recovery process and say, okay, Carey, you know exactly where you're at. You're going to spiral down. Keep motivating yourself. Make yourself do things every day. Make yourself eat. Make yourself drink. Just talk, anything, so that you can come back out the other side. So for me, that was the thing that I told her. The first thing is just recognizing where you're at in your process. So, all right, tomorrow is Wednesday. Since I missed yesterday because of my poopy day, I will see you guys all again on Wednesday. Talk to you then.